A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Oliver Mason.
From the stretch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him, and to boot, the defense was on its heels.
1-2, here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again. That was just great awareness out there on the base pass. He bolts for third the instant the ball skips away, but he keeps his eye behind the plate all the way. And when he sees they're having trouble with it, he rockets home to score. Love that aggressiveness.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, he was already off a bit, giving up a run in the first, and then they tag him for a 2-run job here, and he's officially struggling. When a start goes sideways this early.
So digging in now, Kevin Plawecki, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swinging a looper to left. Mason moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Ollie Urban. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Urban.
Hit in the air out toward left. Mason is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Oliver Mason. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Rodriguez looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want.
Into the box, Sam Travis. He reached on a single in his first try. The 0-1 pitch. This is lifted out to left. Mason giving chase, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. Ready to take his hacks again, Oliver Mason, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Mason has him. Oliver Mason will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 4th in the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Now in the box, Fernando Rodriguez. He singled his last time up.
Rodriguez.
The 1-1. This one's flared toward left center. Ahmed into shallow left. He hauls it in without any trouble. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Oliver Mason. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Here's Robbie Cano now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Robinson Cano.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rodriguez has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Tacoma Rainiers hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Wade LeBlanc takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Jeremy Peralta was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
10 runs on 16 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Las Vegas 51s and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes. Stepping up now, Oliver Mason, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Oliver Mason.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pittman moves over, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Set to get his day started, Robert Pittman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Mason moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Oliver Mason. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mason.
First pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Mason leads off first with 1 away. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local station. Gavin Cicchini next. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Gavin Cicchini.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mason moves over, makes the play, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Oliver Mason. He singled his last time up.
Mason.
He's set, and the pitch. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Robinson Cano.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center.
All right, right here. Find the ball.
Mason rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores, and they lead now by 4.
And you know, there's just so...
Now at the plate, Fernando Rodriguez. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Mason has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in, Oliver Mason.
The left fielder, number 22, Oliver Mason.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Zunino is off at first with 2 away. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 22 on the year as they open it up to 8-3.
Wow, that's about as far as a home run as you'll ever see. It has to be around 480, 490 feet. I mean, there are only a small handful of guys that can drive a ball like that. And you can expect to see a bomb like that on the highlight reels for a while. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-3 is today's final. The Rainiers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Christian Bergman earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Lance Ojeda permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. James Pazos records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score first for the victorious Rainiers.
An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Tacoma Rainiers and the Albuquerque Isotopes. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Santiago Carrasco, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Coming to the plate now, Oliver Mason. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6.
First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Time now to give you a look at the batting order. At the plate, Abraham Coronado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit in the air out to left field. Mason is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Oliver Mason. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Tuchman is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first. Ready once again, Oliver Mason. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mason.
From the stretch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Conway aboard here at first with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Patterson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Oliver Mason. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Digging in, Oliver Mason, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Mason.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Mason is exactly a .400 hitter.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Now the 1-0. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
comes set and the 0-1. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Dan Vogelbach is next. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Tacoma leads it 5-0.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's the 3rd of this. Tommy Fernandez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is where you find out what you're made of right here, right? They've been losing a lot lately, find themselves at 500 after being a few games over that. This is where you have to grab yourself and find a way to battle and get it back on the rails.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the business. Striding into the box, Eugene Davidson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Eugene Davidson.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's flared toward left. Mason coming in. Diving catch for the first down.
Oh, and the highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mason moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Marco Hernandez steps in as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Marco Hernandez.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mason has it in his tracks. Makes the play, one away. So striding forward now, Oliver Mason. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box now, Lorenzo Angel.
Catcher, Lorenzo Angel.
The 1-2. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Oliver Mason. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mercer on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So one run here, one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Tacoma's out on top, 1-0. Ready for another chance. Oliver Mason, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Angel finds it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Isotopes jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Tommy Fernandez notches his 3rd win of the MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set between the Tacoma Rainiers and the Albuquerque Isotopes. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Number 77, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Leading off for the Rainiers, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Oliver Mason, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Tuchman on the move. 1 out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition.
Standing in, Jason Mercer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mercer.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Mason going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And not in time as the run scores. So much of this game is situation. Now to the plate, Oliver Mason. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Mason.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air to right center. Patterson moves over. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Oliver Mason. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Changeup in for a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
I got 2-1 the count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
High in the air down the right field line. Patterson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now at the plate, Jason Mercer.
Left fielder. Jason
Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is lifted out to left. Mason is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Standing in, Oliver Mason.
The left fielder, number 22, Oliver Mason.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Patterson moving forward, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Albuquerque Ice. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. William Layfield, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Weinstein has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up no run. Striding in, Oliver Mason. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Two 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. High in the air out to center field. Rtts sprinting after it, and that's the first out of the inning. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mason is there, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. At the plate, Oliver Mason.
Oliver Mason.
He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Conway, the runner at first with 2 gone. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Rtts going back on it, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 23 for him thus far. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy. And this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Ready to take his hacks again, Oliver Mason, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get it.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as they've taken a 2-run lead.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come. Mark my words, he's going to be hitting bombs like that in the majors before too long.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Rainiers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Benito Torrero claims the win out of the pen, his first. Sam Tuivalala wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score first for the victorious Rangers. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Grizzlies, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Fresno Grizzlies and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Leading off for Tacoma.
Stepping into the box, Oliver Mason. He went deep last night twice. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-1 home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a
Digging in, Rtts comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. In the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Mason, and that retires the side. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tacoma leads it 1-0. So stepping in, Oliver Mason. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. '50th pitch of the game on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
In now, Frank Wood, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Frank Wood.
2-2, here it is. On a line, that's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher.
Striding forward now is the DH. A.J. Reed comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a solo shot for A.J. Reed. Home run number 9 on the year. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Into the box now, Jamie Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fontana, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In the air out to straightaway left. Mason is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Oliver Mason will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Talese has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Oliver Mason. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Mason.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rtts is right there, 1 down.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Tacoma Rainiers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Steven Matz earns the win, his second. Sam Tuivalala hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Fresno Grizzlies and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Guy Archer, a right-hander from the state of Maryland, is on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Mason.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Conway rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Dan Vogelbach is next, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. At the plate, Oliver Mason. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Ready now, Robinson Cano looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. One there, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first. Digging in and looking for more, Oliver Mason. He singled his last time up.
Left fielder, Oliver Mason.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Kraft moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley. Ready for another shot now, Oliver Mason. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Here it comes on 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The 1-1 home. Cano connects as this is out to deep right. Kraft ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they move out in front 7-6.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out. Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Rainiers used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Chaz Rowe earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Rainiers. 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Grizzlies, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.
Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Albuquerque Isotopes and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Lawrence Johnson gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, quality start in this guy's last one, only allowing 2 runs, working deep in the game. He did take the loss, but he threw the ball much better. We'll see if he gets any better breaks of this one.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Now here's the pitch. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that.
Settling in now, Oliver Mason. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Mason.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Conway leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again. Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Coming to the plate now, Dan Vogelback, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in, Abraham Coronado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, Oliver Mason. He drew a walk his first time up.
Oliver Mason.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand, and that usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Robinson Cano.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. So striding in, Oliver Mason. He singled his last time up.
Oliver Mason.
First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tuchman is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game. Digging in once again, Marco Hernandez, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Even though we're moving it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! So a solo shot down the line in left, his first home run of the season, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Abraham Coronado.
Abraham Coronado.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mason is under this one, and that will retire the side. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Stepping into the box, Oliver Mason. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is line to left, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordan Patterson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mason is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. 4-2 the final score tonight. Tacoma took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very